Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. If you hear a bird outside, that's because there's a bird outside. Anyway, in this video/podcast, I'll be discussing the Frauen-Bundesliga match between VfL Wolfsburg and Bayer Leverkusen. VfL Wolfsburg is coming off of a 2-1 comeback win against TSG Hoffenheim, while Bayer Leverkusen are coming off of a 1-0 win against FC Köln. As it stands, Wolfsburg and Leverkusen are 1 and 2 in the standings, and Leverkusen, much like Hoffenheim, could pose as a good challenge for Wolfsburg. Last week in their match against Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg was struggling to find the back of the net. Jill Roord eventually scored in the 85th minute, and Julie Brand would score the game-winning goal in the 89th minute. In the match against Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg had the most possession. They were on the attack for the majority of the match, but they just looked kind of off. There was support in the attack, the service was there, the mentality was there, but the support in the box wasn't all that there. Players were arriving late, the ball would be cleared by the Hoffenheim defense, Wolfsburg would struggle to get around the Hoffenheim defense, or the ball would go wide or out of play. It was very odd to see because Wolfsburg's chemistry in the attack and midfield and between the forwards is usually solid and well connected. It's probably one of my favorite things about VfL Wolfsburg. At the end of that match, I just chalked it up to Wolfsburg having an off night. I'm not too concerned with Wolfsburg's performance against Hoffenheim, mainly because it was just game 2 of the Frauen-Bundesliga. Even Bayern München didn't have the best start in their first season match against Eintracht Frankfurt. Adjustments are still being made to this Wolfsburg team, and as the season continues, they will develop together and get even better as a team. The midfield and attack will soon be a force to be reckoned with. Hopefully the defense will follow suit because that's the one thing I'm still worried about. Defense, I think, has been a problem for Wolfsburg since last season. For this season, it needs to be better organized. Communication between the defenders needs to be better. Communication between Frams and her back line needs to be better too. Anyway, I'm hoping in this match against Leverkusen, we'll be able to see better chemistry and cohesion between the midfield and attack and between the forwards. I want to see good services into the box, good support in the box, and most importantly, lots of Wolfsburg goals. I'm still hoping for Tommy Stroot to start Tavea Wasmuth and Julie Brand together. Individually, those two are great attacking threats, but together, it would be raining Wolfsburg goals and assists. That all being said, let's get into the lineup for this match. So for the lineup, we have Merle Frams in the goal. For defenders, Lynn Wilms, Kathy Heinrich, Dominique Janssen, and Feli Rauch. In the midfield and attack, we have Obi, Svenja Huth, Lena Latvine, Iwa Pajor, Jill Roord, and Julie Brand. Good lineup, I do want to add because I just remembered this upon seeing this player's name. But I like Lynn Wilms' performance in the match against Hoffenheim. She had some good services into the box, and I want to see more of that in this match against Leverkusen. I also want to see more from Huth in this match as well. Pajor, Roord, and Brand, great goal-scoring potential. I know Julie Brand wants to add to her goal count. Would love to see her get a goal or two in this match. This is going to be a fun one. Let's get into the first half. All right, so the first half, we are off. 1 minute. Wolfsburg pressing high, gets Leverkusen to turn over the ball. Ball sent to the Leverkusen box. Leverkusen gets it back. Wolfsburg gets it back now. Ball sent into the Leverkusen box, saved by the keeper. Leverkusen on the attack, kicked away. Ball crossed into the Wolfsburg box, kicked back to Frams. 2 minutes, ball hits the ref, play restarts. 3 minutes, Janssen, long ball up to Brand. Brand header, reclaimed by Leverkusen, and kicked away. 4 minutes, Pajor to Roord, Roord to Huth, Huth to Wilms. Wilms fighting, goes out of play. Good effort by Wilms. 5 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick, Rauch sends it in, headed away. Leverkusen fouls, Wolfsburg ball. Latvine turns it over, through ball. Leverkusen making a run, this could be bad. Rauch and Janssen running after her and behind her. Yeah, that's why that's bad. Leverkusen attempt stopped by Fromm's, offsides. Yeah, defense needs to do better than that. Long ball up to Pyor, headed away. Wilms, unable to cross it in, goes out of play. 6 minutes, Rohr gets the ball taken off of her. Obi can't tackle it away. Leverkusen counterattack. Leverkusen making a run. Leverkusen cross goes out of play. 7 minutes, long ball up to Huth, headed away. Long ball into the Wolfsburg box, collected by Fromm's. 8 minutes, ball sent back to Fromm's, times 2. Heinrich sends it up, kicked away. 9 minutes, ball sent up for Wilms. Wilms offsides. Obi and Latvine foul. Leverkusen ball. Latvine may have nudged the Leverkusen player, and she went down. So I think that was more of Latvine's foul and not Obi. 10 minutes, Leverkusen corner kick, headed down and cleared. Ball sent back into the Wolfsburg box, kicked away by Wilms. 11 minutes, Leverkusen cross goes out of play. Leverkusen pressing high and putting pressure on Wolfsburg. Ball sent up towards the Leverkusen side, headed away. 12 minutes, ball up to Brand. Brand cross, Rohr puts it in. Wolfsburg 1-0. Beautiful play by Brand and Rohr. 13 minutes, Obi up to Pyor, goes out of play. A good run by Heinrich. 14 minutes, Wilms up to Pyor, miscommunication there. I don't think Pyor was anticipating the ball being sent up again. She was a little late reacting to it, but Leverkusen was a little too eager and they put it out of play. 15 minutes, ball thrown into the Leverkusen box, defended away by Leverkusen. Long ball sent into the Leverkusen box, Huth can't reach it, kicked away. 16 minutes, ball thrown into the Leverkusen box, deflects. 17 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick punched away. Wilms cross saved by the Leverkusen keeper. 18 minutes, Wilms to Huth, can't do much with that, surrounded and under pressure. Leverkusen attack, good recovery by Brand. 19 minutes, Rohr to Pyor. Pyor cross saved. Huth attempt off the crossbar, kicked away. Obi rushing in, plays it back to Huth. Huth over to Wilms. Wilms cross, Rohr bicycle kick attempt, goes wide. Great attack, great support in the box. Love to see it. Obi fouls, wraps an arm around a Leverkusen player and brings them down. Yep, that's the Obi we know and love. Leverkusen ball. 21 minutes, Brand crossed to Pyor. Pyor can't reach it and kicked away. Janssen plays it up, intercepted. Long ball towards the Wolfsburg box, headed away by Janssen. 22 minutes, Janssen long ball up to Pyor. Pyor making a run, offsides. 23 minutes, Leverkusen counterattack. Obi gets it back. Obi fouls, trips and shoves a Leverkusen player. Leverkusen ball. 24 minutes, long ball sent towards the Wolfsburg box, sent back to Fromm's, times 2. Wolfsburg struggling to get out of their box, ball crossed in, kicked away. Some good defending by Wilms and Heinrich. 25 minutes, Huth foul, dragged down, Wolfsburg ball. 26 minutes, Leverkusen in the Wolfsburg box. Heinrich brings it back to Fromm's. 27 minutes, Huth up to Wilms. Wilms cross, Pyor sliding in, scores. Wolfsburg 2-0. Great play. 28 minutes, long ball towards the Wolfsburg box, collected by Fromm's. Heinrich turns over the ball. Heinrich mistake, turns over the ball. Leverkusen making a run into the box. Heinrich fouls, trips the Leverkusen player. Ref blows the whistle and points to the spot. Yellow card for Heinrich. 29 minutes, Leverkusen penalty kick. Leverkusen scores. Leverkusen 1-2. On the upside, at least Fromm's went the right way. 30th minute, really wish Wolfsburg would stop playing it in and around their box when Leverkusen is pressing high and putting pressure on the back line. 31 minutes, good defending by Obi. 32 minutes, Leverkusen sends it into the Wolfsburg box. Leverkusen offsides. Wolfsburg, stop turning over the ball near your own box. Leverkusen cross goes out of play. 33 minutes, Latvine fouled, Wolfsburg ball. Ball up for Rohr. Rohr brings herself down, goes back to Leverkusen. 34 minutes, long ball sent towards the Wolfsburg box. Janssen heads it into the box to be collected by Fromm's. Brand fouls, grabbing and holding a Leverkusen player. Leverkusen ball. Brand fouled now, brought down, Wolfsburg ball. 35 minutes, Latvine pass intercepted. Wilms up to Huth, goes out of play. Huth up to Latvine, kicked away. 37 minutes, Pyor fouled, held and pulled down. Latvine cross kicked away. Wilms cross kicked away. 38 minutes, Rauch crossed to Rohr, misses Rohr, cleared. Good defending by Wilms. 39 minutes, through ball into the Wolfsburg box, goes out of play. Wolfsburg, stop playing it short in your box when Leverkusen is pressing high. You're asking for it to get turned over. 40th minute, Obi up for Pyre in the Leverkusen box. Leverkusen keeper beats her to it. Jensen over to Wilms, had it away. 41 minutes, Pyre cross defended away. Huth cross cleared, Jensen long ball back to Fromms, ball sent towards the Leverkusen box, headed away. 42 minutes, long ball into the Wolfsburg box, Brand plays it back to Fromms. Rauch fouled, grabbed and pulled down, Wolfsburg ball. 43 minutes, Roord fouled, pulled down, Wolfsburg ball. Obi sends it towards the Leverkusen box, headed away. 44 minutes, Rauch up to Pyre in the box, headed away. Latvine up to Brand in the box, keeper gets to it first. 1 minute of added time, 45 minutes, ball sent back to Fromms. Wolfsburg trying to get it away from their box. Ball played over to Brand, intercepted. Wolfsburg able to get it back. 46 minutes, whistle blown, first half ends, Wolfsburg 2-1. So good first half performance by Wolfsburg. The attack looks good, good support in the attack, good support in the box. Latvine, Huth, and Obi doing their best to keep control in the midfield. Great goals from Roord and Pyre, and a good assist from Brand. Yeah, Wolfsburg's attack in midfield is doing what's expected of them. Great chemistry, great cohesion in the attack in midfield. Wolfsburg's defense, though, that's another story. Wilms defensively is doing great. She's aggressive and quick with those clearances. Brand defensively is great too. I love forwards helping out in the defense. Vosmuth also does it too. The thing that I'm finding frustrating is Wolfsburg trying to play it in and around their box while Leverkusen is pressing high, putting pressure on the back line and trying to force turnovers. That happened earlier with Heinrich. Heinrich was a little bit outside the D. She wasn't paying attention. The ball got taken off of her. The Leverkusen player made a short run into the box, and Heinrich didn't have time to react and ended up fouling the Leverkusen player in the Wolfsburg box, which led to the Leverkusen penalty kick. Wolfsburg really needs to adjust their back line. It is so risky for the back line to be playing that way when Leverkusen keeps pressing high and is trying to get Wolfsburg to turn it over. They need to either be quicker getting it out of their penalty area or just allow Fromms to send it up. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's get into the second half. Right, so the second half, we are off. 45 minutes, good defending by Huth and Wilms. Wilms fouled, pulled down, Wolfsburg ball. 46 minutes, Huth to Wilms. Wilms back to Huth, back to Wilms, taken away. 47 minutes, Rauch attempt, saved by the keeper. Leverkusen counterattack. Leverkusen cross. Wilms able to tap it into the box for Fromms. Fromms collects. She's not happy with her defense. 48 minutes, Wolfsburg almost turns it over. Good defending by Wilms. Huth fouled, grabbed and held, Wolfsburg ball. 49 minutes, good recovery by Wilms. Wilms fouled, grabbed and pulled down, Wolfsburg ball. 50th minute, Roord attempt or cross blocked, collected by the keeper. Wolfsburg attack starting to press high and put pressure on the Leverkusen keeper and back line. 51 minutes, good defending by Jensen. Leverkusen maintaining possession. 52 minutes, ball sent towards the Wolfsburg box, collected by Heinrich. 53 minutes, Obi up to Pyre over to Roord. Roord can't do anything with it. Heinrich up to Huth, being to it. 54 minutes, Roord to Wilms, taken away. Leverkusen making a run, sent towards the Wolfsburg box. Jensen collects. Wilms cross, deflected. 55 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick. Obi running in and scores. Wolfsburg 3-1. Obi's first goal of the season, so proud of her. 56 minutes, Huth cross to Latvine, taken away. Leverkusen making a run. Announcer says Obi fouled, but pretty sure that was Latvine who fouled and brought down the Leverkusen player. Yeah, the Leverkusen player shoved Latvine. So yeah, that was definitely Latvine who fouled. Leverkusen ball. 57 minutes, Wilms fouls. Leverkusen ball. Brand fouled. Shove from behind. Wolfsburg free kick. 58 minutes, Huth sends it in, headed away. Leverkusen counterattack. Great defending by Obi and Heinrich. Roord fouled. Wolfsburg ball. 59 minutes, good recovery by Huth. Obi fouls, I think. Ref stops play to give Obi a stern talking to. That happened in the first half too. Like, Obi is a very aggressive midfielder. People often compare her style of play to Georgia Stanway. We're trying to see who will have the most yellow cards by the end of the Frauen Bundesliga season, OB or Georgia Stanway. It's amazing that OB hasn't received a yellow card yet. 60th minute, ball sent towards the Wolfsburg box. Rauch chasing after it, gets to it. Leverkusen fouls, Wolfsburg ball. Ball sent over to Huth. Huth cross, 3 Wolfsburg players in the box, but defended away by Leverkusen. 61 minutes, Leverkusen making a run. Ball sent into the Wolfsburg box. Leverkusen header attempt goes wide. 63 minutes, Leverkusen making a run into the Wolfsburg box. Gets around Wilms. Leverkusen attempt. Fromms puts it over the crossbar. Good save by Fromms. 64 minutes, Leverkusen corner kick kicked away by OB. Leverkusen fouls, Wolfsburg ball. Great defending and 1v1 by Brand. 65 minutes, Wolfsburg substitutions. Brandon Huth out, Jonsdottir and Pop in. Some good defending by Rauch. 66 minutes, ball sent towards the Leverkusen box. Pyre battling, can't get it in. 67 minutes, ball sent towards the Wolfsburg box, goes out of play. Some good defending by Wilms. 68 minutes, Leverkusen cross headed away. 69 minutes, long ball towards the Wolfsburg box. Wilms brings it back to Fromms. 70th minute, Pop, fancy touch up to Wilms. Wilms offsides. 71 minutes, Jonsdottir cross. Rauch chips it over the keeper. Wolfsburg 4-1. I didn't think that went in originally. I thought Rauch sent it over the crossbar. 72 minutes, OB fouled, grabbed and held, Wolfsburg ball. 73 minutes, Leverkusen mistake, turns it over near their box. Pyre runs in, Pyre cross, Jonsdottir scores. Wolfsburg 5-1. 74 minutes, Pyre cross into the box, Jonsdottir scores again. Wolfsburg 6-1. 76 minutes, Wolfsburg substitutions, Rauch and OB out, Agras and Blomqvist in. Leverkusen cross blocked by Wilms. 77 minutes, Leverkusen corner kick headed away. Jonsdottir comes away with a Jonsdottir to Agras. Agras to Pyre. Pyre attempt blocked. 78 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick. Agras takes it, not enough behind it. Ball played over to Blomqvist. Blomqvist keeps it in play but turns it over. Pyre running into the box. Pyre attempt saved. 79 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick. Agras takes it, still not enough behind it, kicked away. 80th minute, Jonsdottir making a run into the box, taken away. Jonsdottir cross, blocked, kicked away. 81 minutes, Roar to Latvine. Latvine cross, kicked away. Why didn't she just take a shot on goal? 82 minutes, ball sent into the Leverkusen box for Pyre. Pyre offsides. 83 minutes, Wolfsburg substitution. Wilms out, Volter in. 84 minutes, long ball towards the Wolfsburg box headed away by Agras. Leverkusen cross blocked by Volter and Blomqvist. 85 minutes, Pop foul, tripped, yellow card for Leverkusen, Offley. Wolfsburg ball. 86 minutes, Jonsdottir cross deflected. 87 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick. Latvine can't keep it in. Pop sends it back in, saved by the keeper. Roard cross, Pyre sends it over, so close. 88 minutes, long ball into the Wolfsburg box, collected by Fromms, 1 minute of added time. 90th minute, Jonsdottir throws it into the box, headed away. Ball sent in, punched away by the keeper. 91 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick, Pyre still can't get on it. 92 minutes, Wolfsburg corner kick goes wide. Then whistle blown, second half ends, Wolfsburg wins, 6-1. There we go, another Wolfsburg win in the books, and Wolfsburg now sitting atop the Frauen Bundesliga standings with 9 points. Different style play going on in the second half. Wolfsburg was being more aggressive. Well, more aggressive than usual. Wolfsburg was doing what Leverkusen was doing to them in the first half and early on in the second half. Wolfsburg was pressing high and putting pressure on the Leverkusen backline and keeper. And because of that, Wolfsburg was able to get Leverkusen to make mistakes and turn over the ball. I remember when 3 Wolfsburg attacking players, I think it was Pop, Jonsdottir, and Pyre, were lining up and waiting outside the Leverkusen box. Leverkusen's keeper was kind of frustrated by that. When it comes to this match, I think Wolfsburg was more effective at instilling this high press. I would like to see Wolfsburg try to do more of that in their upcoming games. As for Wolfsburg's defense, it did get better in the second half. Like I said earlier, Lynn Wilms still great in the defense. I'm also impressed with Brand's defending ability as well. Overall, this was a great match and a great performance by Wolfsburg. After this weekend, we will be heading into the international break. VfL Wolfsburg's next match is going to be Saturday, October 15th against Turbine Potsdam. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.